Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back another video today, and today the Houston Astros have optioned Chas McCormick. If you would ask me probably about over 24 hours ago, is this a good move by the Astros? I would have 100% told you yes. I still think this is probably a good move by the Astros. I'm not going to say it's not a good move by the Astros, but you definitely hate to see Chas McCormick get hot the way he did yesterday. I know it was only one at bat, but in a pitch hit appearance, which really in pitch hit appearances this year, Chas McCormick hasn't always been great in pitch hit appearances, but in that appearance, he hits a 2-run home run in his hometown, the same place he had the amazing Game 5 catch. It just makes me think there's no better time for this guy to get hot where, he's playing back at the place where he grew up, not only the place he grew up, but the place he had success in the postseason, in the World Series. Not just making that amazing catch in center field that helped the Astros win the World Series, but he was also good offensively in that series for the Astros against the Philadelphia Phillies, and now we see him get optioned. Look, Chas has done terrible this year, but I definitely think that was a great way to see if he'd wake up. Now, I'm telling you guys this all honestly. If someone who's complained about Chas McCormick being in the lineup this year, I have criticized the Astros for continuing to play Chas McCormick. A little bit earlier this year, I kept hoping. I was giving him hope. I would say about until somewhere in the July area, I was on the positive side for Chas McCormick, thinking there was still time for Chas McCormick to heat up. But at some point, you just got to think it's not going to happen. And I've had that thought for a while now, for at least maybe the last month, if not a little bit over the last month. And last night or yesterday afternoon, I thought that was a great confidence booster for Chas McCormick. I think something we've seen from him is his confidence is just completely down. And this has really taken a toll on him. He said something about how he's struggling to smile. So this is really taking a toll on Chas McCormick. I know that. I know just because the guy's having a tough time, should we put him in the lineup and, jeopardize the chances of winning? Absolutely not. But when he wakes up like that, I definitely would have not mind to see Chas McCormick in the lineup the next game and giving him the chance to potentially, have a good game. Give him a chance after that home run. But here's the thing. The Astros just signed Jason Hayward. Has he been much better than Chas McCormick this year? No. No, he is not. He's batting .280 on the year. That's not much better than Chas McCormick at 194. It's better. It is better than Chas McCormick, but it's not much better. I do like that he hits a lot of home runs, or not a lot of home runs, but more home runs than Chas McCormick does. Maybe you could say 2023 Chas McCormick, Jason Hayward's not hitting as many home runs, but compare the two guys this year, Jason Hayward, has been pretty good with hitting homers and also pretty decent with runners in scoring position or runners on base, and that is something that Chas McCormick has not been this year. Also, even though part of me would have liked to see Chas get like one more start after hitting that home run, I also know, even though it could, maybe kill some confidence after you hit that home run that you get an option to AAA, maybe that builds your confidence more going into AAA. I don't know. That's something I just thought of because, yes, is he, after having a great, end off to that game yesterday when the Astros win 10-0, hitting the 2-run shot, and then getting optioned, could that kill your confidence a little bit that you just gained after hitting that home run? Yes, but I think that might be able to wake him up in AAA. We've seen a guy like Rafael Montero absolutely just kill it in AAA. He's been killing it so much to the point after the Astros DFA'd Montero, they're now thinking about bringing him back up and bringing him back up to the roster. So that tells you a lot right there. And he's been killing it. So maybe could we see the same thing for Chas McCormick where he gets hot in AAA? 100%. This is a guy who in 2023 had a batting average of 273, hit 22 home runs, 70 RBIs, and now he's going to AAA. So you see a guy like Montero who had like a 4.7 ERA this year, and now he goes to AAA and he's killing it. I think we could say the same thing for Chas. And honestly, after he gets optioned for the first time since like 2021 or 2022, I think he could be motivated to get back up to this roster and show what he's capable of. And I said this in replying to somebody on a comment section. I don't know if it was TikTok or it was X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, but someone was talking about, imagine if Chas McCormick could wake up and basically saying, wait, could the old Chas come back? And I said, if the Chas McCormick we all know and love comes back and he is playing to his best ability, even though I doubt that happens, the Astros are more dangerous than they already are. The Astros, look, if you ask me, with Chas McCormick being absolutely terrible, the Astros are still a dangerous team. If Chas McCormick is back to the way we know he should be, hitting as a hitter, then the Astros are even more dangerous. They are very dangerous if Chas McCormick starts hitting like he should be. But he needs to go prove that in the minor leagues right now. Maybe work on his swing a little bit. Something I noticed with Jose Abreu, and I don't know how people will think about me saying this, but Jose Abreu, when he went down and worked on himself in AAA, even though he wasn't amazing coming back, there were some decent things he did. He had a couple home runs when he came back. He had a couple extra base hits. His swing was a little bit different. So he did work on some things, and I actually thought Jose Abreu improved a little bit, or just a tiny bit, coming back from AAA when we saw Jose Abreu return. Obviously, it wasn't enough for the Astros to want to keep him on the roster with the money he was making. But I thought for someone who was playing as terrible as he was before, I didn't think he was doing that terrible coming back up. It was to the point where this is a guy who's making $60 million. We're not going to pay for someone to have a 200 batting average, because I believe his batting average, if you look through not the at bats before the Astros optioned him, if you look through the at bats when he came back to when the Astros released him, he was batting like 200, which I know that's mid, right? But he was batting like 0.5. He was batting like 50 before. He was batting the 0.50 before. So he definitely made some improvements when he came back. So if Chas comes back, maybe we see some improvements. And Chas hasn't been as bad as Jose Abreu was. Jose Abreu wasn't even batting 100 when the Astros DFA'd him, when the Astros optioned him earlier in the season and sent him to West Palm Beach. Chas McCormick is batting almost 200 when they're sending him down now. So if he can work on some things and come back and be improved, that would be a great help to this Houston Astros team. And honestly, what the signs are giving me is that I'm not too hopeful in Kyle Tucker coming back. I want to see Tucker back. I know they've said he's sprinting now, but here's the thing. It's a little bit of a coincidence that the Astros signed Jason Hayward when they've been saying Kyle Tucker's coming back. I know right now it kind of seems like Jason Hayward is a replacement for Chas McCormick. But let's be honest, they just signed Ben Gamel. He's been playing in right field. So that means you have Ben Gamel and Jason Hayward. What's going to happen to one of those guys when Kyle Tucker comes back, if he does? I'm not too confident in Kyle Tucker coming back. So maybe the Astros really could use Chas McCormick later down the road if Tucker doesn't come back. If he does, I don't really see anything happening for Chas at all. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros optioning Chas McCormick in the comment section, and peace out.